Hi guys, here we are playing Ace Attorney Investigations, Prosecutors, Gambit, as we are, yeah. We're back in this room again, apparently. So, let's see how it works out. You got some real guts. I gave you that. Arrest them in! Arrest them right now. Wait, but cease. As for the rest of the river, throw them to the streets where they belong. You can't do this. This isn't going overboard. Yeah, what's he said? Yeah, Miles, this isn't a good look. I gotta say. Yeah, the blinding light of justice. Ah! Just blinding light of justice shines on me. Yeah! Yowie! What did I do? You have to forgive me. I meant to hit a certain college ex-prosecutor. You weren't aiming for him. You were aiming straight at me. Something getting in my way. Something. Yeah. Right there. Prosecutor. So, what are you doing here, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor? I still believe Kay will be innocent. I suppose to care what you believe. You no longer have the right to an opinion. I'm Francesca for Karma, and I have no intention of stopping here and now. But you choose to stop by giving up your badge, and so your game has already come to an end. My badge was an obstacle to proceeding along the road I have chosen. I haven't stopped. I simply cleared the way ahead. And now I'm free to follow that road, all the way to the truth. So don't think you for a second that my conviction has changed. I have every bit of dedication as I ever was. You seem to think what lies ahead of this road to the truth. In that case, I demand you show me. I'll explain your current theory first, and your road fails to lead anywhere. My whip will happily guide it. I think I'll use a keycard and enter this chamber with her killer. When she was stabbed to the colon by the culprit, the substance died as a result. We identified the murderer thanks to the letters he exchanged the victim. You know the location of the murder in here in the community trial chamber. Blood on the floor of this room proves my theory. Game, set, and match, Mouse I heard. I don't know what that means, but... Be confident, huh? Yeah, she doesn't like the cures of her conviction, that's for certain. Gotta say, I can dig the vibe. Could give her another hard feeling. Pathetic. Oh, my Jasper, do you think you can bring my case crashing down around my ears? If you do really have the road to the truth, perhaps you can be so kind to point me towards it. I'll be very happy to. Sell infrastructure. I'm about to pave that road and cover all the evidence. The fifth statement. If I remember correctly, the blood discovered in this room was located at the foot of the Goddess of Justice statue. Murder under the gaze of the divine. A brave act, even for a cold-blooded killer. Yeah. This might not be true at all. Take a look at this if you would. The blood stain was covered in the storage room directly above the community room. As you can see, the blood we found looked like after dripped through the room below. Now if I dripped it down from the foot of the statue. Ah, you noticed. Then we have agreed that the murder cannot in fact have happened in this room. I'll put it that the victim was killed in the room above. And afterwards was moved down here. Goddess of Justice not witness a murder. He witnessed a killer trying to cover their tracks. She's smiling. Sorry, I was just thinking back on a very similar situation. Come on, Zysworth, you have proven yourself to be even more foolish than I thought. I was anything but fool, sir. You know, yikes! Have you forgotten the picture you have shown me? Or are you really that airheaded? First a glance is there far more blood here in the community chamber than upstairs. Wish whipped and ignored again. Wish I could do. You're trying to tell me that the blood dripped down from above, Zysworth? If I had your storage room stained heaven, it'd be 10 times as big. Let's say the murder happened down here. There's no way it could be happening anywhere else. Heh. Excited as ever, Professor. Put your plate right in my hands. How so? You are correct. There's far less blood upstairs than one would expect it. The question is why? Filling detail and affected in the previous explanation. It doesn't count for whether the blood was in the storage room in the first place. I think the spider managed to shoot itself all the way down here, don't you? Oh, it looks like a crazy fountain of blood? No way! No way indeed, completely impossible. So how about this? Things different from the amount of blood served. The victim died from the 3 stab wounds. Wounds that would have led supposedly. Exactly, as proof of the amount of blood we found on the floor above. Exactly, as proof by the amount of blood we found on the floor of this room. It doesn't make any sense. If she was stabbed in the storage room, you said there was blood up there already? Silence, you have baked hair-brained rookie. Hey, hair-brained is a little... Yeah! The stab wound bleeds heavily at one particular point in time. Oh, I know, when the weapon is removed, right? Precisely. The body was brought down here in the community chamber. The gun was still in its chest. Then when it was finally removed, it created a different amount of blood between the 2 locations. What was the killer trying to do? Maybe they were trying to give the impression that the murder happened down here. No, Miss Ringer keycard was late last night. Judging by the time listed in the record, the hazard as a guess used by the killer in the end of the room to create the all-around setup. Why would they have to need to do all of this in the first place? Because a person with a face to hide would fear the storage found in the investigation. They were involved in the underground auction. It would have afforded to be that the secret exposed. Underground auction? You have to take a look at the room for yourself. The items are up there tell quite a story. One for you should explain what is going on here on last night. Almost endearing, Master. How did it spell you want to protect your friend? Raincoat again. Something beneath the surface of this case. Something bigger than all of us. Okay, only crime will have to be a bad fortune of the fall right into the middle of it. Oh, claim Edgeworth. Abolic me? So, you know, or the one making up a fountain of my perfectly reasonable molehill. You're working up with Interpol on international cases, so why are you investigating on the murder? Tell you why, because this case has something to do with that smuggling ring you have been chasing. Following the trail of items being smuggled by the ring and wounded up here. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that the something I sense isn't relevant to any of this. Very happy to learn you giving up your badge didn't completely relieve you of your senses. Coffee here told me about the circumstance that led up to that. By the way... Sorry, sir. I just thought it might help, you know. Did the right thing, detective. Huh? Am I right, Prosecutor? Is this part of the border case you're working? Was the underground auction already on Interpol's radar? You'd like to know, but you didn't need to. So you won't. Then you knew, didn't you? The auction was held here in this chamber. Hey, are you almighty butt in here for a second? Your victim here, the lady in the white. You! Hey, get out finish, will ya? No good butting in, painting you know what. Huge! With the laboratory ain't changing her spots. Testimony is not required, and neither is your presence. What do you mean? I'm a journalist. You get a youch! You're a lawyer, is that what you are? Lied on the oath of that one time. You like Miss Forcom and not too fond of the Miss Hart, huh? I think she's her biggest fan, though. He called. What's she called? Ringer, right? He was a member of the committee. But she's dressed like exactly like the ringleader of that secret auction. Yeah! Stop it! Stop throwing it, dang it! What's the meaning of this information? May explain. Carter here helped us describe how the actioner was dressed. It seems that they were wearing the same outfit as the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer. But that would mean that the victim was also the ringleader. No, how about we just calm down, sir? Seems I have more information to consider. To that I came here to investigate the underground auction. The rest of the head's operator, the auctioneer. It's hard to be relieved, the ringleader is dead. Guess that means your journey in here today was wasted. Suppose it does, nonetheless. Alright, Francesca von Rama, we refuse to leave empty-handed. Time for a rematch, Mouse Edgeworth. Fine by me. You may find your whip will go solely underused this round. And this is where I'm going to end it off for today, guys. I wish you all a good day, a good week, and peace, my prayers. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow with some more. Bye-bye.